A blessed day to you, all my sports to the bone people. Welcome back to another video. Thank you all for checking this one out. Hope you guys are enjoying the Sunday. Hope everything is going well. Hope you are all preparing that Sunday dinner. Yeah, man. Anyways, earlier today, CWI, they went ahead and announced their contracted players for the upcoming season, talking about the 2023 to 2024 season. Yes, my viewers and subscribers. Now, the first thing that jumped out at me is that a couple of players declined the offer. Talking about former West Indies captains Nicholas Pooran, Jason Holder, and our all-rounder Kyle Mayers. All three of them decided that they were not going to take up CWI on their offer. So what that means is the players are probably going to make themselves available when they can or when they want, but we can't ball them down if they are not playing because they are not under contract. But the thing to remember is these guys were offered, but they declined. So let me go in right now, my people. So based on what CWI is saying, these contracts were awarded based on what they would have, based on the evaluating period of 2022, based on the evaluating period of 2022-2023, right? So they would have looked at the players, then recommendations would have made, they would have made recommendations. That's a selection panel. They would have recommended it, and then the board would have signed off on these players. So that is what is happening. In terms of newcomers, they have 4 newcomers to the contracting: Alec Hynes, Casey Carty, Tejnaran Shandopal, and Gudekesh Moti securing contracts for the first time. So it's going to be very interesting, my people, going forward, especially seeing that the T20 World Cup is next year. And these are a couple of guys these are some of the guys that they usually say they are investing in. You know, we see how they have had Kyle Mayers at the top of the order for quite some time, so that they are investing in him. Nicholas Pooran, we know how skillful he is. Jason Holder, he just the other day declined ODI because he want to focus on T20 cricket. No, he hasn't signed a contract, so it is safe to assume that he is focusing on mostly franchise cricket. Nicholas Pooran, one of those players that he has always been there for West Indies, but it seems as if time is coming now where he's deciding to start roaming and taking up offers across the board. So I'm going to give you the list of contracted players, and then I'm going to let you guys hear what the CWI lead selector Desmond Hynes had to say. So these are the contracted players: Alec Hynes, Craig Brathwaite, Casey Carty, Tejnaran Shandopal, Joshua De Silva, Shea Hope, Akil Hussain, Alzari Joseph, Brandon King, Gudekesh Moti, Ravman Powell, Kemar Roach, Jaden Seals, and Romario Shepherd. Underneath that, they have Keynote, Jason Holder, Kyle Mayers, and Nicholas Pooran declined offer of central contracts, but confirmed their availability for all West Indies T20 International during the contract year. Well, make we see how that go. Let us see how that go, you know. A man can't say anything now, you know, but if a man is not under contract, you can't say anything, because CWI, they are known to say things, and then when players dedicate themselves to them, then CWI take a U-turn and start some and come up with some other foolishness. So it's really weird, because, you know, Kyle Mayers, they would have invested in him at the top of the order for some time, where T20 cricket is concerned. So, you know, it would have been nice to know that he's on solid ground with them. Jason Holder, you know, Nicholas Pooran, those are 2 guys that are usually in and around the squad, but they have decided not to go that way. Anyways, let me go down into what the lead selector Desmond Hynes had to say. So this is Desmond Hynes, and I quote: "With a busy year of cricket ahead in all 3 formats, we have held several detailed discussions with the two head coaches on the board, with the two head coaches on the brand of cricket they want to play. We are very clear in the direction we want to go. The players who have been offered contracts are among those who we expect to feature. As we look to build towards challenging for the top spot when we host and compete in the ICC T20 World Cup in 2024 on our home soil. We also have away test series in Australia and England. These are two major assignments, whilst in the 50 over format, we look to build a nucleus of players aimed towards the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup in 2027. So the players that they have offered contracts, my viewers and subscribers, those are the players that are expected to play the bulk of the games going into the rest of this season, into the rest of this year, into next year, right? Having said that, it doesn't mean that players that are not contracted will not play. It's just that the ones that are under contract, they are the nucleus according to them. They are the ones that they are looking to really build the team around. So, or build the squad, build a squad around. So guys that will make themselves available to play certain games. CWI don't necessarily have anything to wave over their head. There are quite a few names that people would wonder how are these guys not on a contract. Some, as I said, weren't offered. Some, they just weren't considered. And as you hear, a couple of them decided not to go with it. So once again, we would have seen the likes of Hetmeyer not being under contract. Odin Smith, who was under contract for a little while, who they were decided, they were working with. But with the fast track of Romario Shepherd's improvement, not the fast track, with Romario Shepherd fastly improving, it's I don't know if you can really, if you would really want to contract two of those players. I mean, Odin Smith is faster with the ball, but we don't really see in all honesty, we don't really see the improvement, my viewers and subscribers. And as I said, these players can be called upon to play in particular games, but they are not necessarily under contract. It sounds like a good group, a good core of players, good group. It's just that you definitely want to see Nicholas Pooran and being under contract. But as I said, players are now taking their own thing into their hands. It's now a stage where a man don't even reach 30 and is being offered contract and decide that he's not taking it because there is a lot of money to be had out there. Having said that, CWI, they are not covering themselves in any glory either with some of the decisions that they are making. So, the players are just looking out for their own interests. But that is pretty much it, my people. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. Once again, continue to stay tuned to the channel. If your notification bell is not on, please turn it on. So if we are going to go live at any point in time, you will be notified. Big up on yourself, my people. Stay safe.